Coach, the Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready? Flag! Check, check. Watch what he's doing. Watch what he's doing. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Jameis to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Not today, you are. Not today. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Kill.
Winston now to throw on first down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
On first and 10, Winston. That's caught by Howard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
59 mark. Check, 59.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Check pass. Check pass. Hey, watch it. Wait. Hustle. Switch.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 59's Mike. Check.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Here I come again. He's coming. Where from the team? He's coming. Double up. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
It's just me and you. Flip. 52 to Mike, boy. 52. Yo.
From the gun, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check.
Back to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike, 5-9. Double dog. That's the way. Mike, check. 59.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Let's go. Check 4. Kill.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Powerful running. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Buccaneers' 27-yard line.
Mike is 59.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
Buccaneers.
Ready. Blue lane. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check safety. Check safety.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
54 Mike.
To throw is Winston. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ready. Black 22. Green 17.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after you. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
2nd and 3. That one is caught by Hunt. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Mike, check.
looking to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
Check it out, Reed. Show it.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle made by K1 Short.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. There they try to sweep to Jones. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, fellas.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
We ain't giving up nothing to get.
45 to Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
2nd and 4. He's got the hook up to Moore. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gano now, following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. That's their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Hey, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Double time. Everyone got 4.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shift.
Go. I got motion man. Look small. I got this. Shake it.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
They'll set up to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion. Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Fielded at the 33. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 1. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. That'll be caught by Cup. He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 21-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now Jones. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Mike 27, Mike 27. Check. That's it. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Stop your whining.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Follow. Check Mike.
Working out of the gun. Winston. He's got Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. There's Evans again, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Mike 5-4.
Echo. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Easy.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. Heavy?
Jameis again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. Check.
Green from the team.
Watch the out.
They'll throw again. Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
To throw is Winston. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again, it's Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Bucs on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be third and 5.
Single, single slot. Wait. People choosing Mike. Watch Mike. Here we go.
To the air again with Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start with punt on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here to the pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Hunt. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they